very good evening and welcome to Prime TV News. I'm Ishara Nautuna. Let's get started with looking at your headlines first. Opening of the Anicuts of the Murugahakanda Kaluganga Reservoir project is slated to take place tomorrow. Prime Minister discusses the wages issue of the estate labourers. Minister Nimal Siripala de Silva has said that a matter that is being heard in the judiciary cannot be discussed in Parliament. Ministers emphasise that it is illegal to pass a motion in Parliament barring the spending of funds by the Prime Minister. Georgia elects the first woman president. And now for your news in detail. The opening of the Anicuts of the Murugahakanda Kaluganga Reservoir project, the irrigation wonder of the 21st century, is slated to take place tomorrow. The opening of the Anicuts will take place under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The Murugahakanda Kaluganga Reservoir project is the final phase of the irrigation scheme constructed under the accelerated Mahaveli irrigation project and a long-standing dream of the President on behalf of the Rajarata community. The Murugahakanda Reservoir project was launched in the year 2007. Work on the project was resumed from the year 2015 with new valor under the guidance of the President. It is the only dam filled with concrete, earth and rocks. The overall water capacity of the Murugahakanda Reservoir is 460,000 acre-feet. It is equal to 4 times that of the Parakrama Samudra. 82,000 paddy lands are due to be cultivated. It will supply water to around 2,000 small and large tanks covering the north central, northwestern and eastern provinces. It can also release water to 1,600 tanks in the north central province and 303 tanks in the northwestern province. 300,000 acres of paddy lands can be cultivated in these provinces, while 1.5 million families will benefit. It will also meet drinking water needs of around 300,000 families. The Murugahakanda Reservoir will also generate power. 25 megawatts of power will be added to the national grid annually from 3 generators of the power plant. The annual fuel expenditure thus saved is 336 million rupees. The inland fisheries production capacity expected from the reservoir is 3,000 tons, while the expected income is 225 million rupees. The release of water of the Murugahakanda Reservoir took place on the 8th of January this year. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa has informed State Union representatives and employers to inform him by the 3rd of next month after discussing the demands made for increase of the daily wage of the estate labourers. A special discussion in this respect was held at the Prime Minister's office under the patronage of the Prime Minister. Estate Labour Union representatives informed the Prime Minister that there has been no proper response yet to the demands made to increase the wages of the workers. Employers told the Prime Minister that under the prevailing circumstances, a situation of a shutdown of the tea factories has arisen. Focusing attention to the facts presented by both sides, Prime Minister Rajapaksa pointed out that the prevalence of such a situation is not a positive factor for the country's economy. As such, the Prime Minister underscored the need of finding an immediate solution to the issue. The Prime Minister said that the estate labour representatives and employers should discuss the issue with respect to wages and inform him the related decision that they have arrived at. The discussion was attended by Minister Arumugam Tondaman, estate employers and estate labour representatives. Minister Nimal Siripala de Silva clarified as to why they took a decision not to attend parliamentary sittings today. It is mainly because the motion taken up today has been taken over, saying there is no government in the country. Addressing the media, the minister had this to say.
I would like to state why we took a decision not to attend Parliament today. Because the motion which is given by these members, which is for discussion today, is on the basis that there is no government. And this matter is being adjudicated in the Court of Appeal in a writ application by Ranil Wickremesinghe himself and the UMP MPs. So this will be taken up for debate tomorrow. So the court will have to examine, thereafter give a decision whether the application can be sustained or not. So therefore, when the matter is under adjudication, the Parliament has no power to debate a motion on a matter under adjudication. So therefore, we can't be a party to an illegal motion, to an illegal act done by the Honourable Speaker. So therefore, Speaker Karu Jayasuriya will go into the history as a person who devastated the parliamentary democracy and ignored all the norms, standing orders and constitution of the country and brought disrepute to Sri Lankan Parliament and Sri Lanka itself. So therefore, it is very clear that this motion has no effect. This motion cannot be brought legally before the House, and even if it is passed by so-called the UMP Sirikota Assembly, this has no effect or validity in the eyes of the law.
Government ministers has emphasized that it is illegal to pass a resolution in Parliament barring the spending of funds by the Prime Minister's Secretary from funds of the Republic. The Prime Minister's Secretary has received this financial power from an act approved in Parliament. As such, the right received from an act can only be altered from another bill brought forward by the government. The government group emphasized that it cannot be changed through a proposal tabled in Parliament opposition members.
Minister Dinesh Gunawardena said that by now the United National Party has filed a case on the expenses of the Prime Minister and the ministers. The hearing of the case is slated to begin tomorrow. Accordingly, he mentioned that he wished to state that a matter that is lying in courts cannot be debated in Parliament. Despite mentioning this, the Speaker did not take any notice of it. Minister Vimal Weerawansa said that a budget meant an appropriation bill, and this bill for this year had already been approved in Parliament. If any amendment to the appropriation bill is to be made, another bill has to be tabled instead of bringing in a motion. This was pointed out to the so-called Speaker, who does not know anything about the law. Minister Susil Premajayantha said that if the UNP is saying that the Prime Minister cannot send money approving such a motion today and approves another motion saying that the ministers cannot also spend funds, both these motions become invalid. This was the reason that the Parliament should have been adjourned until the 7th of next month, respecting the Supreme Court. He said that what the Speaker is doing was not respecting the sovereignty of the executive as well as that of the judiciary. He was respecting only Ranil Wickremesinghe's sovereignty.
Government party members were not present in Parliament today too, as well protesting against the conduct of the Speaker. However, Minister Vijayadasa Rajapaksa and the Venerable Athuliya Ratanathera made special statements in Parliament today. Parliamentary proceedings commenced at 10:30 this morning under the patronage of the Speaker.
A motion was presented in Parliament claiming that the Prime Minister's Secretary has no authority to spend government funds. Several parliamentarians expressed views on this occasion. Minister Vijayadasa Rajapaksa said that at a time when it is proved to the country that 225 members of Parliament had no ability to discuss the issues through the democratic process, and if the people make queries from them, the Parliament can sort out their problems, all of them will have no response to be made to that query. As such, by directing these issues to the judiciary to get a ruling, it amounts to undermining the Parliament and not sorting out issues of the country. During such a juncture, it is the responsibility of everyone in Parliament not to be opportunistic but stabilise the country. As such, he told the Speaker that it is he who is vested with the responsibility of sorting out the issue. Mr. Vijayadasa Rajapaksa requested the Speaker to resolve the prevailing political crisis in the country through discussions with the President. He urged the Speaker to discuss the issue with the President and to restore normalcy by establishing a government which has a majority in Parliament. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya said that he would draw his full attention to the matter. He told the House that he had no issue with talking to the President and that he can discuss the matter with the President. He said that as proposed by the Minister, he would give his full attention to sort out the burning issues of the country.
Demonstrations have been held in various parts of the island calling for the immediate holding of a general election and protesting against the biased conduct of the Speaker.
A campaign to collect signatures of the people calling for the immediate holding of a general election was held in the Kilinochchi town. This campaign was organized under the patronage of former Chief Minister of the North Central Province S.M. Ranjit and the Kilinochchi Podujana Peramun electoral organizer J. Kumar. They are demanding the immediate conduct of a general election and safeguarding the sovereignty of the people. A demonstration was staged in the Ginigathena town protesting against the present conduct of the speaker and calling for immediate holding of a general election. It was organized under the guidance of chairman of the Apagamo Pradeshia Sabha Jaisanka Pereira. Signatures were collected for a petition calling for the conduct of a general election. A large gathering joined this occasion. Another demonstration was staged in the Tamuttegama town protesting against the behavior of the speaker. A large crowd, including Minister S.M. Chandrasena, joined in the occasion. Signatures were placed for a petition demanding an immediate general election. 1 million signatures were planned to be collected.
United National Party leader Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that they will face the future election with an alliance comprising several parties. He made this reference at a gathering organized to educate local government representatives. Ranil Wickremesinghe said they had no fear to face any election. Everyone can get together. Action was being taken to register an alliance as a new political party. He said that also of them united as a United National Front, and it is not a political party. He said that they will register their alliance as a political party. The main suspect concerning the stabbing of a schoolboy in Mathura with a knife and killing him was brought outside the prison to recover the weapon concerned and to show the place where he was in hiding.
The police sought the permission of the court to take out the chief suspect from the prison to recover the knife he had used to commit the crime. Accordingly, the suspect was brought out of the prison with special security accorded by the prison officials and police officers. The suspect had said that he threw the knife into the Nilwala River. However, the knife was not recovered from that location. The suspect had also said that he hid in a cinnamon land until his surrender to the police. Accordingly, the police took the suspect to the cinnamon land concerned. He had said that he drank young coconut water to overcome his hunger, but the police observed that there were no coconut trees on the land. During further interrogation, the suspect accepted that he was supported by family relatives. Under these circumstances, the relatives concerned are to be arrested.
Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa visited the Ruanvali Saya and received blessings. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa visited the historic Ruanvali Saya sacred site in Anuradhapura last afternoon and engaged in religious observances. He also joined in a special Ashirvada Puja that was organized. Prime Minister Rajapaksa called on the Ruanvali Saya Chaitya Rama, the Veneral Palle Gamahemaratna Thera, and received blessings. The budget tabled in the Kurunegala Pradeshya Sabha has been approved with a majority of 27 votes.
The Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna presented the budget. It was supported by members of the Sri Lanka Muslim Congress and the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. Noteworthy was the non-participation of the United National Party representatives in the budget debate. Meanwhile, the budget of the Sidua Urban Council was defeated today. The budget presented by the United National Party representing the government party was defeated in this manner. 2 of the 3 Sri Lanka Freedom Party members who worked along with the government party joined the opposition. Accordingly, our reporters said that the strength of the opposition led by the Sri Lanka Podujana Party in the Katunayaka Sidua Urban Council has increased.
And that's all we have for you today. You can watch Prime News tomorrow at the same time. Till then, you can visit itnews.lk for more information. I'm Ishara Nautana. Have a fantastic night.